These were the pets of tea drinkers. After they were soaked with tea, they gave off a beautiful shine. Later, even without tea, they still gave off the fragrance of tea. The tea pets were proud of how many times they had been watered. But only this man had never been watered. He had been made by a master of tea pets, but during the final step of the process, the master's wife died. The master was heartbroken and never made tea pets again. The man was passed from place to place until he arrived at this tea shop, because no matter how people poured tea on him, he never changed color. No one wanted to water him anymore. At night, the accountant counted the number of times each pet was watered. Every pet that had been watered felt proud. One tea pet asked the man how many times he had been watered. He could only pretend not to care. The little pig saw his sadness and came to comfort him, saying that being watered was not important. But when the man dreamed, he still imagined himself being watered many times with tea. Suddenly, a white egg fell from the sky. Everyone gathered around with curiosity. Just as they were about to check it, the egg moved by itself. The tea pets quickly returned to their normal positions. The accountant poked the man on purpose, making him step in front of the egg. The man gathered his courage and stepped closer. He discovered that the egg was a robot. The robot said it could predict the future. The tea pets did not believe it. So the robot predicted that in a few seconds a plane would pass by. As soon as it finished speaking, a loud roar came. But the man thought it was only a coincidence. The robot then predicted that a young man with red clothes and yellow hair would soon come into the shop and bring a surprise. Sure enough, a young man carrying tea walked in. The tea tasted bitter to him, so he poured it on the man. Everyone now believed the robot. The man even asked how he could make his color darker. But after scanning, the robot still could not give an answer. Because of a malfunction, it did not know where it came from, so it decided to search for the answer. The man also planned to go with it. The robot said the time tunnel was on the Ferris wheel, so they crossed the street, climbed tall buildings, and faced many difficulties until they finally reached the Ferris wheel. But no matter what they tried, they could not travel to the future. Then the robot remembered that when it came, the speed had been very fast, so it took the man and tried to rush through at high speed. But instead of crossing time, they shot out from the top and fell into a pet shop. An old turtle came to them and told them that Google knew everything and they could go ask it. Following the map, the two of them entered the underground world. After only a few steps, they met two rats. The rats said they knew where Google was and even offered to guide them for free. With the rats leading, they reached a magnificent palace. But the one sitting in front of them was not Google. It was an evil thief.